The 5 things that will sink your ship. The 5 things, really quick, not necessarily all in the same order, that will stop, will hinder, will block your recovery. Now, this is a mind game. So stay with me. I am the world's #1 problem gambling interventionist. Gambling interventionist right out of Stockton, California, and I am the founder of the Soldiers of Self-Mastery movement. Stay with me. We're going to be here just a few minutes. And if you're not Soldier Scribed, man, this is the opportunity to do so. Become a part of this great community, this international community. 1 million souls out of the fire, whether I see them or not. Gambling is a lie. 5 things. Number 1, your friend, your buddy, your acquaintance. Well, how does that work? How would a good friend of mine stop me from recovery or hinder my recovery? Think about that for a moment. Somebody you ran with, he's still kind of 1 foot in the cave and 1 foot out, but he's still in there. He doesn't want to really come out. But he's your good friend, or she's your good friend. Watch out. 5 things. This will hinder you. This will stop you. Okay? Number 2, yourself. Yourself. How do you stop yourself from your recovery? Well, you know you better than anybody else. Can you think of ways that you're holding yourself back? Number 3, living on the edge. Number 3, living on the edge. I used to coach this young man that was struggling. I tried. He paid me, but he was living too close to the edge. You know what I mean by living too close to the edge? He was too close to the casinos. He was living too close to the casinos. Physically, geographically, he was too close. He was living on the edge. He had such a problem that he really needed to move away from that area, somehow get into a different area where he was away from that environment. 3 was living near the edge. Number 4, not willing to face your trigger. What's triggering you to do that thing? What's causing you? You know, it could be an argument. It could be a phone call. It could be money, extra money. It could be less money. It could be life just throws a curveball or hits you in the side of the head with a sidewinder. And you're like, man, I wasn't expecting this. But you know, your body, your emotions, you're used to going in one direction, right? You gotta be willing to face your triggers. You gotta know. And all of these things work together, not necessarily all in order, like I said. These are all, you get my point here, okay? Not willing to face. And number 5, probably one of the most important ones. And I want to thank you for hanging out with me. And I truly hope that you will find that you get into the NGZ. And NGZ stands for No Gambling Zone, but that could be for any addiction, right? You don't gamble with any addiction that will eventually bring you down, keep you in the cave, turn your lights off, right? Shake your pockets. Whatever you have is going to go into a bag with holes. Not taking time to be quiet. Not taking 5 minutes with yourself to be quiet, to think about your life, to think about where you're going, to think about what you're doing. Not taking time. You get in your car, the music goes on. You got to have noise. You go to your home, you go to your office, maybe you got to have music on. You got to have something on. Take time, 5, 10 minutes just to think about your situation. The more you think, the less you stink. The more that you'll be green instead of being mean. Not taking time to be quiet. All right, so now you have it. Those are 5 of the worst killers for your recovery. Watch this video again if it makes sense. Watch it again if it makes sense. The more you watch it, the better you're going to get. The more you're going to get out of it within this community. So thank you for hanging out. Once again, leave a comment, share the video, a thumbs up. If you're not Soldier Scribed, Soldier Scribed, and help support this community because we are going international every single day. Peace through strength.